Hello, 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 everyone in my Project 3. I hope you are very well and hope you're having a good week and hope you're not studying too hard at home. And I, from the people who I have been in contact with, thank you very much for getting your work in and sending it in as and when it is needed. So I've been keeping a close eye on your work. Just remember, I will also be sending your reports from last term. So for anyone who hasn't contacted me, please contact me so then I can send you your marks. Okay. Now today, what we are going to be looking at, this video will probably be in two parts. So this is going to be a two-part video. In part one, I am going to go through the book, which is Project 3, and we're going to be looking at pages 68 and 69, which is the start of a new unit, which is the final unit in Project 3, which is Unit 6. And then in part two, I'll be going through Oral Project and Trinity, okay? And also discussing with everybody about Skype as well, okay? So, and discussing about Skype classes as well, which I will be talking about at later in this lesson. Now, or actually, I'm not going to talk about later, I'm going to talk about it now. So remember that, as I hope you've all had, as I said before, I hope you all had a good holiday and a good break. It is important that everyone who has been told what to do for the Unit 5 exam, make sure you complete it and send it to me. And anyone who has difficulty seeing the video before Semana Santa, before Easter, if you have any difficulty, please email me and I can send you some photos of the exam, okay? So you can look at it properly. Now, starting next week, I am going to be starting Skype classes. Now, I have two groups, which are 18 of you. So there's 18 of you. I'm supposed to have 18 of you in total. And I want to split you into three groups of 6. So 3 groups of 6. And it is first come, first served. So I would be allocating your groups accordingly. So all the groups, there are 3 times. There are 3 times for these classes. There is group 1 is 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock. Group 2 is 4:15 to 5:15. Okay, and group 3 is 5:30 to 6:30. All of you will be doing the same work. Okay, it's literally going through and reviewing activities in class. So that means what I'm doing in the videos, I'll be giving you the instructions, you complete it, and we will correct it and go through any questions in the actual Skype lesson itself. So allow me to repeat. Group 1, the class will be at 3 o'clock for an hour to 4 o'clock. If you want to be in group 2, it is on 4:15, 4:15 to 5:15, and the third group 5:30, 5:30 to 6:30. Okay, so it's all good. And later in the term, I will also be doing Trinity tutorials as well for the Trinity students as well. Okay, so if there's any problems, do let me know. Okay, can I ask everybody, can you open your student's book, your Project 3 student's book, to page 68, 68 and 69, please. So pages 68 and 69, okay? Now what we're looking at is, what's up? What's up? Looking at in this unit, we're going to be looking at what are problems, the problems. What's the problem? What's wrong? What's the matter? So we're looking at all different problems, okay? I want you all to look at exercise 1A. So look at exercise 1A. So there are certain expressions. So for example, I'm hungry. What do you think? If I'm saying I'm hungry, what do you think I mean? You want to eat. Or, I'm cold. Like, for example, I'm wearing a jacket, so I'm cold, for example. But when I'm warm, I take my jacket off. Or if you look at the second box on the right-hand side on 1A, my ear hurts. My ear hurts. If you look on the bottom left side where it says, I feel sick, it's like, I feel sick. I don't feel well. So there's lots of different things there. And if you look at the expression in the other box on the right hand side, oh, which is for me, happens often. I say for you when you're in school, I've got a headache. I've got a headache. Okay, so these problems do happen often. Okay, so I want you to look at the expressions in the box. So you have knee, which is the bone and between at the top of your leg and the bottom of the leg, and leg is in the middle. A cold is like, can I just add that's not COVID-19, it's not coronavirus. So if you have a cold, you're like, achoo, or it's a cold. Thirsty means you need to drink. You need a drink. Bored, that's bored. Okay. Hot, ooh, it's hot. It's hot. A spot, if you look closely, it's like this, going. And I'm not doing that on camera. Okay, so I'm not popping spots on camera. If you want to watch that, go onto YouTube and Dr. Pimple Popper. That is popping spots, okay? Back is this. A sore throat, meaning you can't speak. Sore eyes, tired, ugh, and a toothache, it's like, oh, it is painful, I will say that. So 1A, I want you to complete the expressions with them words. And when you finish, look at 1B. Okay, look at 1B and add some new words, add some more words that you can think of into the boxes. Let me know what you can add to it. Okay, 3 minutes, I'm giving you 3 minutes, pause the video and then come back. Okay, all right. Now that you've finished that, I want you to look at 1C. I want you to make expressions to match the pictures. So for example, in A, he's thirsty. I'm going to give you 3 minutes again to write the expressions from B to L. Okay, B to L. Give yourself 3 minutes, pause the video, and then come back. Okay, as I said before, with your answers, make sure you can take a photo or send or type your answers and send them to me to check, please. Okay, so send me to check, please. All right, so make sure that you have done that, okay? Now, moving on to exercise 3A, I want you to read the dialogue between Dylan and his mum. And what do you think the correct words are? So there are 2 options for each answer. Choose the correct word, 4 minutes. And underline any vocabulary that you do not understand. Okay, underline any vocabulary that you do not understand. Okay, pause the video and then come back. Okay, now everybody, let's move on to page 69. So page 69, okay? And today, what we are going to be looking at is the modals of should and shouldn't. So the last part of this unit is going to focus on modals. Now, should and shouldn't is what we would use mostly for suggestions. We talk about them in a suggestive way, okay? So I want you to look at exercise 4A. So complete the sentences from the dialogue in exercise 3. So complete the sentences from the dialogue in exercise 3. So give yourself 1 to 2 minutes to complete that and then come back and we'll go through the answers. Okay, now that you've completed that, let's go through the answers. So number 1, you to the opticians. What do you think the answers be? If you're having problems with your eyes, you should what? You should go to the opticians. Okay, and then number 2, you what? So close to the TV. You shouldn't. And what am I doing? I'm sitting on a chair. You shouldn't sit so close to the TV. And let's look at B. What form of the verb do we use after should and shouldn't? Complete the sentence with the correct form of the verb. I'm going to give you 1 minute to do that question. So, what form of the verb do we use after should or shouldn't? Do we use the base form, which is take? Do we use infinitive with to and the base with that? Or do we use a continuous form? The correct answer is we should use the base form. So you shouldn't take a lot of painkillers. You shouldn't take a lot of painkillers. And that as I said before, we usually use should and shouldn't to give advice or suggestions, okay, to suggest something, okay? All right, very good. So I want you to look at 5A and 5. I want you to look at 5A and 5C. What things do your parents say that you should or shouldn't do? Write 6 things. Now, this is to prepare for next week's Skype lesson because we're going to discuss this in next week's lesson. So, what things do your parents say that you should or shouldn't do? Write 6 things. And how do you normally respond to what your parents say? So, what's the 6 things that your parents say you should and shouldn't do? What do you say? What do you say? And I'd be interested to hear this next week during the Skype class, okay? All right, so that is actually a homework, okay? So make sure you do that. So 5A and 5C is what you're doing for homework in preparation for Skype next Friday, okay? All right, I'm going to leave it there for now, okay? I'm going to stop with part 1, and in part 2, I'm going to talk through the oral project in Trinity, okay? All right, see you in part 2. Bye, everybody. Bye.